close very shortly. It's hanging out just a little bit on us now. We're going to do a 180, go back to the church for a sweep. 391 is going to proceed down to Wellington, heading in an easterly direction.
Yeah, 391, it's XNF 972. The TAD radio,
We had the privilege of documenting a practice scenario of Sault Search and Rescue's latest program called Project Lifesaver.
Project Lifesaver is a system of a client wearing a bracelet that sends off a signal, and everyone is unique, and we can track it with the equipment we have, and it is for Alzheimer's patients or autistic children, anyone that actually will wander or leave. It's a way of tracking them once that happens.
anybody that has a tendency to wander, they can buy this little bracelet. This is the transmitter itself. It provides a beacon, a signal that we can home in on and locate the wandering person fairly quickly.
Okay, the whole program starts with a page from the police saying that somebody's called in and said there's a Project Lifesaver client that's missing. We dispatch, we do our call out, we dispatch, we come up to the office, we do a quick debrief, we tell people who they're looking for. Today we were looking for Rose, Alzheimer's patient dressed in a brown coat, last seen on Currier Avenue. Then we dispatched the crews. We had 2 crews out today with the receivers in the vehicles. Within a very short time we picked up a signal, and then we started coordinating the search into the area where the client was.
Once the team is sent out into the field, we're back at the base station with the computer with our digitized maps on it and the communications officer. And between the 2 folks back at the base, they can see how the whole situation is unfolding, and they can direct the teams to a certain area based on the reception of the signal. Once they pick up a signal, then they can home in on it and very quickly shrink the search area from a few miles to a few hundred meters.
Okay, the 360 procedure with the equipment we have on the vehicle, it's non-directional. So what happens there is we pick up a chirp, we know the client's close by, but we can't tell which direction. When we step out of the vehicle, that equipment we use outside of the vehicle is directional. So we do a 360, a full circle around, and we can actually get the direction that signal is coming from, so we know exactly which way to head to find this client. What we try to do with both vehicles is to get one vehicle on each side of the client so that we're pointing at each other, so we know the client's between us. A lot of times the client's mobile, so you try to keep them between you so they can't get outside of that perimeter. And it gives us an opportunity. We take a compass bearing, the people in the office plot that on the map. They can tell us which direction we have to go to catch up with that client. So we come from both ways. The comms operator, he's talking to us. He's telling us what we have to do, where we have to go. The search master is sitting back there at the computer. He's looking at all the information that's coming in, and he's saying, okay, this client is in this neighborhood, so this is where you have to go to kind of triangulate in on this client. Because we call in with the compass bearing, they plot it on the computer. Team 2 will call in with the compass bearing, plot it on the computer, and then they have that line, and they'll say, okay, this is where this client is, or where they used to be. So then they can coordinate where we go from there.
You can imagine on a day like today, it's fairly cold, lots of snow. Anybody that is wandering and they're not dressed properly, the urgency that is required to find that person gets elevated real quickly. And this little bracelet may be able to cut down the search time from 6 hours to less than 2 hours. So on a day like today, hypothermia is a real killer. So being able to find that person fairly quickly is the ultimate.
Everyone here in this organization has the same goal, and that's to bring them back alive and in good health. And we all have the same goal, and that's one of the reasons why we work so well together.
If you want more information on Project Lifesaver, you can contact Sault Search and Rescue at 705-759-5878. For Go Sault Ste. Marie, I'm David Carlasio.